gentlemen and ladies, start your engine. This one could get very interesting tonight. Kenny Scott, Michelle Fishpansky set to lead him down to Chief Starter Mike Walker's green flag. Walker looks him over, green flag in the air. Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks underway. Caveman Kenny Scott gets the jump on Fishpansky. Fishpansky and Scott hooked up down the back straightaway. This could get very interesting now. Ryan Foley dives to the bottom side. Oscar Leclerc hammering his way through. Oscar Leclerc put the hammer down. I don't know how they got through, but Kenny Scott's going to lead lap number 1. Caveman Kenny Scott rim ride in the 72. He's looking to lead lap number 2 now. Dreams come true. I've been waiting for this day for a while. Kenny Scott's leading. Now Tim Boyle and Oscar Leclerc are into the pucker brush. Oscar Leclerc and Timmy Boyle just went for a ride. Caution flag number 1. Oscar Leclerc like a battering ram in car number 45, bouncing off everybody, and he took Timmy Boyle with him that time. So how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Look who's still up front. Kenny Caveman Scott in the 72. Holding them all off. Rim riding like Dale Jr. up there, but he's still leading the field. Yes, that's right. I do love me some Kenny Scott in the 72. A little bit biased up here in the booth, but I don't care. Next time by, green flag gonna fly. Kenny Scott on the point in the 72. Foley outside. Michelle Fishpansky third, fourth John Cashman, and fifth is Travis Lovejoy. 1 down, 39 to go for the Woody's Auto Strictly Stock Bunny Brawl main event. Green flag set to fly once more. Walker looks him over, lets him go. Scott gets the jump and takes the lead back in car number 72. Foley a little slow at the start. Michelle Fishpansky right there in the 1%. Now Fishpansky dives to the bottom side of Kenny Scott. 2 former Lee Speedway regulars battle it out for the lead. Kenny Scott hanging it high. Michelle Fishpansky down low. Gives the lead to Michelle Fishpansky. Jim Storis with another off-track adventure. Caution flag is out. Jim Storis with some contact in the wall in 44, and caution flag is out again. Now it's Michelle Fishpansky at the point. Steve Dufanet to her outside. Kenny Scott third. Lovejoy fourth, and Sergeant Charlie Baldwin's up to fifth. Boyle with some heavy front end damage on the 90B. He rejoins tail end of the field. Green flag set to fly one more time. Let's get a couple laps under our belt here. Green flag in the air. We're back underway. Fishpansky gets the jump. Fishpansky got the jump on Dufanet, but now Dufanet's hanging to the outside. Dufanet and Fishpansky battling for the lead. Here comes Charging Charlie Baldwin in car number 2. Baldwin underneath Kenny Caveman Scott for the third spot. Battle still for the lead at the line. It's going to be Steve Dufanet taking the lead. Baldwin's up to third. Kenny Scott in the fourth. Fifth is the 79 of Lovejoy. Now Lovejoy dives to the bottom side of Kenny Scott for that fifth position on the racetrack. Kenny Scott hanging on to fourth. Fifth is Lovejoy. Now Scott way up the racetrack in car 72. Kenny Scott having trouble with the handle in car number 72, washing up the racetrack. That gives the spot to Lovejoy. Anthony Belfiore follows through. Cashman, and so does the 10 of Steve Danger Dickey. Up front, Steve Dufanet in car number 78D continues to lead. Fishpansky having a good run in the second spot. Baldwin third, fourth is Lovejoy, and fifth is Anthony Belfiore. Early front runner Kenny Scott falling back now in car number 72. The heavy hitters have him hung out to dry. Best battle on the racetrack is for fourth on back. Now we got a smoker on the front straightaway. Mark Parento in the 74. Looks like he just puffed the motor. And the caution flag is out. Fluid on the racetrack. Fluid all over the racetrack from Mark Parento in the 74. So a tough break for Mark Parento. Track safety workers now going to have to go on the track and lay down some speedy dry. Steve Dufanet on the point. Michelle Fishpansky outside. Charging Charlie Baldwin third. Travis Lovejoy fourth. And Belfiore round out the top five as they run. Green flag in the air. And the Woody's Auto Strictly stocks are green once again. Dufanet gets the advantage on Fishpansky. He gets to the lead. Fishpansky settles into the second spot. Charging Charlie Baldwin settles into third. Lovejoy settles into the fourth spot. Battle is for fifth. Cashman on the outside. Belfiore inside. Look at Johnny Cashman now on the outside groove. Cashman goes around Belfiore in the 90. Now he's going to go to the top side on the 79 Lovejoy. Keep an eye on Johnny Cash. Cashman in car number 78. Now Diomedi's around. Belfiore's into the wall. And the caution flag will fly again. Come on, guys, let's go. Belfiore's all stove up down the front straightaway. Tough break for Anthony. Diomeda is around 7 laps down. Diomeda looks like he's back underway. Oscar Leclerc got a fender hanging in car 45. Steve Dufanet continuing to lead in the 78D. Don't know if Belfiore's going to make it back out here. That was a hard hit for Belfiore. DL Media's back in car number 18. All right, Steve Dufanet on the point. Fishpansky outside, set to go green one more time. 33 laps remain. Green flag in the air, and the Strictly stocks are back underway. Dufanet once again gets the jump. They are stacking them up behind them. Baldwin with trouble in car number 2. Charging Charlie Baldwin with trouble, and he's going to have to head pit side. Tough break for Charlie. All right, he's down pit road. We're going to stay green for the moment. Dufanet got the jump on Fishpansky. Fishpansky settles into the second spot. Here comes John Cashman now in car 78. John Cashman out of Danvers, Massachusetts in car number 78, trying to work his way into the second spot and pass Fishpansky. Dufanet's loving that battle for the second spot. He's trying to put some distance between himself and Fishpansky and the 1%. Cashman pounding Fishpansky right now, right on a rear bumper. Steve Danger Dickey sitting right there in car number 10. Then it's Mad Max Dolliver. How about Max Dolliver now, sitting in the 5th spot in car number 29. First race behind the wheel of a Strictly stock, sitting in the top 5, car number 29, Max Dolliver. Up front, Steve Dufanet continues to lead in car number 78D. Fishpansky, heck of a job for that lady. She's sitting in the second spot still. Looking for her first podium here at the Star Speedway behind the wheel of the 1%. Cashman right there, but unable to get by at the moment. Now Mad Max Dolliver is reeled in Steve Dickey in the 10 car. Dolliver right on the rear bumper of Steve Danger Dickey now. Trying to find a way by for Mad Max in car number 29. Now Kenny Scott is around. Caution flag on the field. Kenny Scott around in the 72 car. Caveman further back in the field. Not sure what happened. I was watching the lead battle. That was a little bit of a stretch. Chief button pusher Dave McGuire had the happy finger going. Had to skip a few laps. 12 laps in the record books now. Kenny Scott back underway. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway. This time, Dauphinette didn't get as good of a start. Fishpansky was awake on the outside groove. Fishpansky trying to hang to the outside groove. Now she's around. Fishpansky keeps it straight. We're going to stay green for the moment. Lovejoy is around. Lovejoy in the 79, and we're going to do it again. This is getting out of hand for the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks. Another caution flag for the 79 of Travis Lovejoy. Fishpansky in the 1% was not the cause of the caution, so she will move back into the second spot. Lovejoy in the 79 car. Magically got that car refired, and he'll rejoin the tail end of the field. Max Dolliver, the 29, was involved in that one as well. Dauphinette and Fishpansky going to try it again. Cashman third, Dickey fourth. Now Russ Dauphinette is fifth. Green flag back in the air, and we're going to try it one more time. Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks back underway. Fishpansky slamming Dauphinette that time. She's got some damage. Dauphinette's got her bumper now. That debris off the racetrack. We're going to stay green for the moment. Now Chris Kingsley is sideways. Cars are all over the place. Everybody keeps it straight, and we're going to stay green for the moment. Fishpansky's got major damage in the 1% car. Fenders hanging off all over the place in that car. She's falling back now on the outside. Cashman's up to second. Look at Russ Dauphinette. He's stuck right into the third spot now. Russ Dauphinette into the third spot in the 42. Steve Dickey up to fourth. Max Dolliver back into the fifth spot where he was a little bit earlier in the race. Now D'Almeida dives under the 1% of Fishpansky. Early front runner Michelle Fishpansky not liking the aerodynamics in that 1%. And now Oscar's going to finish her. Oscar Leclerc doing what he does best, driving right through Michelle Fishpansky, and we're caution flag one more time. Early front runner Michelle Fishpansky. 15 down of the 40 scheduled. 5 lap shy of halfway. Green flag back in the air, and the Strictly Stocks are underway again. Cashman hanging to the outside of Dauphinette now. Down the back straightaway. Door handle to door handle for the lead. Cashman and Dauphinette. 78D down low. 78 up high. Side by side at the line. Give the lead back to Steve Dauphinette in the 78D now. Cashman settles into the second spot. He had to get down there quick because Russ Dauphinette was right there in the 42. Steve Dickey still running fourth. Max Dolliver still running the fifth spot. Rob D'Almeida up to sixth. Seventh is Boyle. Eighth is Grayson Jason Ryan. Ninth is Kingsley. And Oscar Leclerc round out your top 10. Cashman's trying to stay with Steve Dauphinette now in the 78D. Cashman right there, ready to strike it, and a mistake from Dauphinette. Two Dauphinettes in the top three right now. The 42 of Russ Dauphinette right there as well. Steve Danger Dickey doing a nice job in the late John Swain's car. In car number 10, Dickey loves driving that race car. Swain was a great friend. Halfway home this time by 20 down, 20 to go for your leader, Steven Dauphinette in the 78D. Cashman still hounding him in the 78, running the second spot. The 42 of Russ Dufanet still third, but he is feeling the pressure from Dickey now. Keep an eye on that battle for third. We remember what happened in the heat races. Problems for Rob D'Almeida now in the 18 car. He'll head pit side. Tough break for Rob. He was having a pretty decent run in the 6th spot. Now Steve Dickey goes to the bottom side on Russ Dufanet. Dufanet able to muscle his way down the back straightaway and hang on to that podium spot. Dickey is there though in car number 10. Those two like to ruffle each other's feathers in the heat race. Those two went at it pretty good and they're about to go at it in the main event now. Dickey thought about going low that time, had to back out of it down the back straightaway. Max Dolliver waiting for a mistake out of those two in car number 29. Keep an eye on that battle for third. 3-car battle for third right now. Russ Dufanet has the 3rd spot. Steve Danger Dickey wants it really bad in car number 10. 5th is Max Dolliver still. Timmy Boyle inherited the 6th spot from D'Almeida. 7th is Ryan. 8th Kingsley. 9th Leclerc. And Lovejoy round out the top 10. Now Dickey underneath Russ Dufanet. Now Max Dolliver's got trouble. Tough break for Mad Max Dolliver in his debut in the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks. He'll head pit side. Tough break for Max. Dolliver was having a great run in the top 5. Looked like maybe motor issues. Not really sure for Dolliver. Tough break nonetheless. Hey, what do you say? We've done 10 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Battle for third, still hot and heavy between Russ Dufanet and Steve Danger Dickey. Dickey in that 10 car putting the pressure to Dufanet. Dufanet's been able to hang on so far. Passing flag for Kenny the Caveman Scott. He'll go a lap down to your leader, Steve Dufanet. Scott staying on the bottom side, letting the leaders pass. Cashman right there now. Dufanet still right on the rear bumper of Russ. Russ Dufanet hanging on to that 3rd spot, but the 10 of Dickey who wants it. He's going to get some help now from some lap traffic. Dickey's better through the corners now. A little contact exiting turn number 2. Now 78D, Steve Dufanet, pit side. Tough break as that hands the lead to the 78 of John Cashman. Cashman gets an early Christmas present from Steve Dufanet. Not sure what happened, but now Cashman is gone from the rest of the field. 10 to go this time by. 30 down, 10 to go for your leader, John Cashman. Russ Dufanet now moves into the 2nd spot, and Dickey has a podium spot now in car number 10. Tim Boyle 4th, Jason Ryan round out the top 5. Tough break for Steve Dufanet. Led them all so far, and problems for him in his first race of the 2016 campaign. Now lap traffic gonna really hurt Russ Dufanet. Kenny Scott holding up Russ Dufanet. Dickey to the outside now. Dickey uses Caveman Kenny Scott as a pick, and that allows the 10 car into the 2nd spot. Russ Dufanet can't be happy with that one. He got picked behind the 72 of Scott and lost the 2nd spot. Now Russ Dufanet over driving the 42 just a little bit sideways through turns 1 and 2. Up front, Johnny Cash is absolutely in a different light year than the rest of the field. Full straightaway lead for Cashman. Can Russ Dufanet get back to the rear bumper of Steve Dickey for that 2nd spot? I'm not sure, because Dickey's starting to distance himself just a little bit. 34 laps down for your leader, car number 78, John Cashman. Cashman on cruise control, an Danvers, Massachusetts driver. 5 fingers in the air this time by from Chief Starter Mike Walker. 5 to go for your leader, John Cashman. Steve Danger Dickey, another solid run behind the wheel of that 10 car. 2nd spot. 3rd is Russ Dufanet in the 42. 4th, Timmy Boyle, and Jason Ryan still rounding out your top 5. 37 laps in the record books this time by for your leader, John Cashman. Popsicle sticks in the air this time by. 2 more trips around for Cashman. No great battles on the racetrack right now. Cars spread out just a little bit after Steve Dufanet exited the racetrack. Could have been a good finish to the lead. Dufanet with big problems as he had a great car in the early goings. The Problems rose, white flag in the air, one more trip around for your leader, John Cashman, white flag in the air. Through turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Bunny Brawl, checkered flag, gonna fly for John Cashman in the 78. Second will go to the 10 car of Steve Danger Dickey. Third to Russ Dufanet. Fourth to the 90 of Boyle and Jason Ryan round out your top 5. We'll head trackside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for this guy? Back to racing here at the Star Speedway behind a new car. Car number 42, third place tonight, Russ Dufanet. Well, Russ, you had a consistent race. You and Steve put on a good show for the crowd. You got kind of in trouble there with the lap car, but you didn't panic, and you come home with the top 3 in this new car. Tell us about your run.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I didn't think I could go around him. I didn't think I was going to stick there. So, you know, he got a move. He got me. That's all I could say. But it was fun. A lot of fun tonight.
All right, I know you got a few people to thank down here tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mike White big time, my cousin Sigmund that built all the car, my brother, oh my God, Center Street Auto, Woody's Auto Repair, Star Speedway, everybody. A lot of people had a hand in this, and I had a lot of fun tonight. All
right, good run for this guy. Back in the top 3, car number 42, Russ Dufanet. And second place tonight in this old hog. He loves driving this race car for an old friend that he lost a few years ago. Big round of applause for this guy. Coming home second tonight, Steve Danger Dickey in car number 10. Well, Steve, all these beautiful cars out here, and you put this old girl into second place tonight. I know you must be proud of that run you just had.
Yeah, I mean, about lap 20 it turned on. It actually felt like old times. I used to drive this thing on radials and just, I don't know. I think John wanted me to see me past that 42 tonight after what happened in the heat race. It was all good. So I got to thank Matt and Jerry and the guys over here for bringing this thing and continuing to let me drive it after John's passing.
All right, great run for this guy. I'm sure we'll see him at Hudson roughing some people up in this 10 car later on in the year, but a good run nonetheless tonight. Coming on second, Steve Dickey in car number 10. And your winner in this beautiful new car. Big round of applause for this guy. He didn't waste any time coming back to victory lane. Car number 78, Denver's Massachusetts driver, Johnny Cash, John Cashman. Well, John, this thing was pretty good. You were working your way to Steve Dufanet, but he gave you an early Christmas present, and then you were gone from there on out. Tell us about your run.
He sure did. It was an excellent race. I'm just proud to come on one piece. I mean, first is better, but it's too bad for Steve. We had a good run going.
Yeah, it would have been a good finish there. I know you got some people to thank down here tonight in Victory Lane.
Yes, I'd like to thank Serenity Landscape and Construction, Mojo's Bar and Grill, Maddie's Car Wash, Sigmund's Metalworks, and the Alloy Company.
All right, good win for this guy tonight. First win of the year on the first night of the year. Car number 78, John Cashman.
Go ahead, Chris, get in my way, I'll kill you.